Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be continuing on with creating planets from film and TV, continuing with the Star Wars planets. Last episode we started creating a lot of the planets from the original trilogy of Star Wars. Today we're going to be finishing that up and moving on to the prequel trilogy of Star Wars and getting all of those planets done, so it should be interesting. But without further ado, let's get into this. So, we're in the system from last time, of course. We now have the new lighting update, so we get the new bright sun and stuff. One of our objects is smoking up because of the game update. What's going on here? Looks like it is the gas giant Yavin is losing material for some reason. Very bizarre. Then we've still got little Yavin 4 there as well. The objects have a slightly different appearance to last time. Oh, all that material being lost. Yeah, it's a slightly different appearance to last time. If we just get a lineup for everyone, the game updates change the way the atmospheres look. Oh, the lighting's so much cooler though. Here we are. So the gas giants are fairly similar, but if we go to the Rockies, they appear slightly different. I made a few little mods to them just to make them look more right before this started. So we've got Dagobah there. That one's a little colder than it should be. Tatooine, that still looks pretty good. And then Yavin there as well. Hoth as well. That one still looks pretty awesome. But yeah, Dagobah was the weirdest one. If we just quickly go to it. Oh, where are we? Yeah, all the way over here. Oh, go to Dagobah. There it is. So for some reason it has froze, even though it's still in the positive temperatures, which is a bit annoying. So I guess we'll just move it a little closer to the star in that case. Just get a little warmer. If we put the zone on, yeah, move it a little closer. That'll help it warm up. So there you go. That should give it the kick it needs. So the only planet left from the original trilogy that had a major part in the films was the forest moon of Endor, I believe. So we finished off with Bespin last time. So that was at the end of The Empire Strikes Back. And then, yeah, in Return of the Jedi, the only other planet we see that's new, because it starts on Tatooine, then it goes straight to the forest moon of Endor, and then that's the end of the film. Because I'm not going to count the list of planets that are shown in that final montage scene in the remastered version of the film, because a lot of those are in the prequel trilogy anyway. So, it's literally just the forest moon of Endor, so let's do this. So, where are we? So, we'll go over random Rocky. Let's go ahead and plop it roughly around the same orbit here. So remember, these orbits are not accurate. This is just so we can build the planets. This system is pretty much pointless. So there we go. Right, all the way down here. So we'll just call it Endor. Yep, there we go. Right. So we're going to need some greenery on here, that's for sure. Also need some oceans as well. And let's see how this comes out. So again, it's your technical, you know, it's technically your blue atmosphere, green surface, blue ocean kind of object. But, you know, again, it's a forest moon. We're going to see if we can try and get that green to show up. I've noticed a lot of people saw the atmospheres appear different in the new version of the game, so we're going to go ahead and check that out now. So we didn't really do that in our update video, so let's go over the simple one old ATM. Right, let's get some water added to this thing as well. Water, please. Thank you. Where are we? Water. Yeah, I thought I was going mad there. Just add a little bit of that and just get some water going. There you go. Give that up a bit. Throw a bit of oxygen in there as well. Why not? Oh yeah, that gets the atmosphere going, doesn't it? Right, so that generates the colour for you a bit as well. But if we want to go to a custom colour, and let's actually just go underneath first of all. So let's get out of oceans. Get some oceans going. So there you go. Yeah. Alright. Cool. So atmosphere clouds. Right, so if we look at the atmosphere now, I believe it's harder to get. The colours are not as intense as they once were. I don't know how true that is. Still looks pretty. Still looks pretty normal for the most part. I think it's slightly different. It was the settings there, but that's a 0. Okay, so how does that look? They also look the same? Yeah, I think it's all right. Some people were mentioning, the atmospheres are a little different. Ghosting. Shades of green changed a bit quick. But yeah, there you go. Oh, okay, I want to say it's a little more. It's weird how it goes straight to that and that with hardly any scroll. I mean, that to me should still be blue. I don't know why it's gone to magenta purple there. Very bizarre. Interesting. Okay, so there is, yeah, something's definitely a little up with the atmospheres. They're a little different than they were before. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. That's not too drastic. Oh, look how much pale that it goes. Way paler, way faster. You have the really deep colour. It goes quite pale quite quickly. Interesting. That's on 0. I'm guessing these still. Okay, so you can still make the two. Whoa. Well, the two-tone atmospheres. You can definitely do some work with those now. Wowee. Okay. How does that look when you change? Ooh. Alright, okay. Yeah, the atmospheres are definitely different to where they were before. That is definitely a change. Right, anyway, so the forest moon of Endor. Let's move on from that. So I feel like this would be a world of fluffy clouds, maybe a bit of a thicker ones mixed in there as well. They're both on max stats. Underneath, turn those off. So you've got the oceans. Obviously, it's a forest moon. We're going to need a lot of greenery to represent the trees. So let's go ahead and get some greenery going. Don't want to go too intense with the green, but let's get a nice big load of it. I believe it is more land than sea as well, so I'm going to change the surface texture up as well. There we are. This is my first proper go in this update. I haven't played the update since the update video, so just trying to get used to these new buttons at the bottom as well here, because I had to set that menu again, which is really annoying. I hope when I go between the updates, it doesn't keep changing the menu down here, because you have to customize this bar at the bottom. You do it in the settings up here, set the hotbar there. Right, so Endor. Let's settle the liquid. Oh, I always lose where that button is. Where is it? Turn that off. Turn that off. Surface. Where are we? Oh gosh. Ah. I always forget where that button is. Where is it? In this position. That's there. Oh god, I always forget. Right, there we go. Oh, right. Okay, I don't like those textures. Let's not do that. That green is way too much. Let me just turn the sea level off. I just want to see what this thing looks like properly. Where's the old Pluto texture? That one could make an interesting. Even though the planet doesn't really have much craters on it though, so I'm not really going to go with that actually. I think we'll go with the regular planet textures. Again, I want land to be the predominant area, so I think that would make more sense. Planet 1, Planet 2. How does that look? That's more like it. It's something more like that, I think. So yeah, the forest is the main force. Okay, right, so colours. Not much low elevation there. Medium elevation, I'm guessing, is where the brunt of it is, yeah. And then you've got the high elevation, which is this colour. Okay. It mainly is this colour we got to get right. So, okay, with the deep, thick forest. We can have some lighter shades in there as well. Definitely not that. Have a slight mix of different shades of green in there to really show it off. It's always nice to get the colour blending right. Okay, let's have just a closer view. So, oh, no, that's not exactly what I want. Right. So you can distinguish the two areas now. You've got the darker region and you have the lighter region. So we'll have the... Well, technically the lighter region could be this one, and then this could be the darker region. Yeah, there we go. And you can see the little sandy areas near the beaches there, the lower elevation regions, so have that mixed in as well. Maybe a little more green, but yeah, still the sandy areas. Let's go ahead and pop the clouds in the outside. So how's that look now for the forest moon of Endor? Obviously, the atmosphere is way too overkill. Let's go ahead and lower that down. That gives you something like that. Ooh, okay. If I just put that to 0, I don't really normally use that unless I want to go for a two-tone, so let's just use that. And then your pasty. Give it a little lower. Clouds, how are we looking on the clouds? They stay as white clouds. Nothing. That's not looking too shabby actually. There we go. Give it some city lights as well because the Ewoks live here. Where are they? Let's put it on always. Yep. Where are they? Oh yeah, there. Put it orange for the fires they would have there. Yep. Because the Ewoks don't exactly have electricity. They still use little fires, so there we go. Make it a little more orange on the lights. Nice. Quite faded, aren't they? There we go, that's a better population. Right, there we go. So that is the Endor moon, or the forest moon of Endor. Sorry. So, what do you think of that? It's obviously quite small in size, but yeah, there you go. It seems to be doing the job. So we just give it a pause. Let's go ahead and just get a lineup of everything. So that pretty much is all the planets in the original trilogy. So it starts at Tatooine, Looking very cool still. Then we go to Yavin 4 at the end of the film. First film. Next film starts on Hoth. Then Luke Skywalker goes to Dagobah. Everyone else goes to Bespin. And then in the final movie, obviously it's back to Tatooine at the beginning. And then to the Forest Moon of Endor here. So looking very, very cool. And yeah, Forest Moon of Endor, everybody. What do you think of that? I think that's looking pretty nice there. So there we go. Let's go ahead and save that into my menu. Looking good. Okay, so Forest Moon of Endor. So now that's done, we can move on to the prequels. Okay, everyone, so kicking off the prequel trilogy of films, the film starts on the planet Naboo, or in orbit of it, I should say. So we're going to go and kick off with Naboo. So, there we go, let's turn off the goggles. Oh, I love the effect, that is so cool. Right, so, here we go. Let's go over a random rocky planet. Let's plop it, well, roughly in the green area, because it is a habitable world. I mean, this is going to be very similar to pretty much Yavin and Endor in a way. It's going to be the same thing. I mean, yeah, it's this your typical, again, it's your typical human kind of planet, you know, blue atmosphere, lots of greenery. And Naboo does have quite the big ocean region, though, so we can definitely probably have some larger ocean areas on here as well. So, yeah, it should be good. I think the planet has quite a greenish look from space with the blue atmosphere, so maybe make this one a little more green in the way, because Naboo has a lot of green on it, greens and blues, very nice, bright colours. So, it should be, this one should be a nice, pretty one we can definitely build from. So right, let's do this. So let's go ahead and get this guy set up. How large is it? So okay, it's large enough. That's fine. Again, at the normal atmospheres we would need. Where are we in position? Right, here we go. Let's add some material. So just add stuff. There we go. Put a bit of nitrogen in there as well. Why not? There we go. Hopefully that'll be all it needs. So it has got the water in there as well. Right, atmosphere should already be generated. Yep. Okay. Get it going. Have the nice light blue for this. I want to turn that to 0. Okay. This will be Naboo. Here we go. Right, oceans. Can we get those going? Where are the oceans? Is it just a very dark, boring colour? Oh, that's a very dark blue, isn't it? That's nothing to do with the lighting, no. Oh, that's weird. Okay. There you go, that's a little more blue. Naboo, get the nice blue in there. There you go. Right, let's have a look. Definitely turn the elevation span up a bit higher, I think. Oh, I'm sure we make that lower. Which one's on the use? Ooh. Sea level's not very high. Why is it doing that? I'm not sure. There we go. Again, I want quite more. Okay, so let's go with the textures. So, could try some random combos. Let's see how they sort themselves out. Where is the settle button? Ah, it's up here. Okay, so it has. No, I thought I was going mad. So it's up here now. Plus 10%, minus 10% temperature. Okay. Whoa. So it's why go straight? Why is there no middle zone? There we go. Oh gosh. Okay, everyone, so back on track now. Gone for a different object, and already the land is just looking way better than that other one. I'm not sure. I think I messed up some of the settings with the elevation. Also, I don't know. That object I wasn't digging it. So right, there we go. So now onto Naboo again. Let's go ahead and get that nice greeny going on it. Let's go with a nice white city light set for it. Yep, as always. Liquid. I'm gonna make it maybe a lighter blue. Make it the nice vibrant blue that it is. Base color, let's go to custom and get that nice, some very, very nice vibrant green on Naboo as well. Looking good. Could have a bit of a whiter color in there. I'm not sure actually. I think we definitely need to have the different shades of green mixed in there as well. Let's maybe make that a little dark. That's high. Okay. Right. I'm going to try and get the atmosphere a little more on it as well, so it's all got to be part together. So let's try with, yeah, fix a little too much for my liking. Fluffy, wispy, turbulent, or like double turbulent. No, not feeling it. It's on. They're both on max. Guess we could go. If I do fluffy then thick. That's the second. See, yeah, that's more like it. Something more like that. The atmosphere itself. I'm gonna go for like almost a sort of, I would say an emerald green, just a sort of a shade of green. That's a 0. There's the green that we're sort of looking for there. So still the bluish, roughly blue. Oh god, that really loses its colour fast when you take it off the full colour. Yeah, I think the colour wheel's a bit. I'm not so sure that's really doing what it should be there. Right. There we go. And then yeah, watercolour. I'm gonna go with a little more lighter shades in it just to make it look pretty. That's now what it looks like underneath. Is that too much though? I'm not sure. I mean, it's all got to be put together to really get the good look. So our city lights are a bit weird as well. Some nicer, bigger. Come on, Naboo, you should have loads of lights. Come on. Quite the annoying one today. I'm not sure. There we go. That's more like it. A little more lights going on there. Right. Now, am I happy with that surface texture? It's got. And Naboo has a lot of ocean, so yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Right, and then the ocean colour. I guess maybe I'll get a little more blue. Something more like that. Okay, fine. Vegetation doesn't matter. I think it's just getting these colours right now, if I'm honest. Is that ice that's trying to form there? Maybe this thing needs to warm up a bit. Maybe we're too far from the star. If I turn the terrain up at all, that doesn't really do much. What does displacement matter, Mina? I've not seen that before. Doesn't really do much. Okay. That looks a little more in the bottom, doesn't it? Maybe that's a little. Is that too much land? Maybe just allow the sea just a bit. It's a bit of a scrappy texture, I think is the way to describe it. It's a lot. That massive plane. What textures are these? Planet 14 and Planet 2. I think 14 is the one I want to get rid of because that's the one with the. That's what's giving it the craters. How does that look? If I settle the liquid, it's up here now, isn't it? All right. Okay. Now let's add more. It's down here, isn't it? Yeah. I think that looks cleaner. Yeah. Slow that just a bit. So it's got a very heavy surface on one side and then ocean on the other side by the looks of it, isn't it? That's a huge block of oceans here. Ah. I want it to be more equally distributed. Let's go 3. How does 3 look? Settle up here. Is that looking more? Still, okay, it's Bella. You've got the big ocean. I mean, again, Naboo should be all about that, so. Alright, and then. Yeah, alright, I'm going to stick with that, right? No more messing around. Right, so then down here. That is definitely ice or snow, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's snow, alright. There's definitely some ice patches. Yeah, okay, so this thing's a little cold, so it does need to be warmed up a bit more, so let's go ahead and move it. Really, it's getting cold there? Let's let it run for a bit. Let's see where it's... No, it is warm enough, okay. Probably a little too close to the star, to be honest. Let's see how hot it actually goes. Oh yeah, definitely too hot. Let's move it further out. Move it a little more. I went with Capella for this system as well, because we're probably going to have more planets in here, so... Here we go. Cool it down a bit. Naboo, little warm. There we go. Hopefully that'll cool it off a bit. Let's put it to 30. See where it's 6 and 30. 15. Okay, so it warms up from 50. Okay, so we'll stick with that for now. Maybe a little more tropical than the other ones. Okay, little weird ice patches at the top here. So still some weird little glitches in this update. But I mean, it's still very early days for the update, so there would definitely be bug fixes coming. There's already been one within a few days. We're already on we're on update 0.0.1 now. Yeah, so there's a little one there. Right, let's go ahead and lower that. Oh, hey, where my atmosphere gone? Oi, no, turn it on. That'd be useful. Right, and the clouds on. Okay, there you go. Says Naboo. Not looking too shabby. I think this one's quite difficult to get right because, again, it's just very similar to, you know, I'm trying to make it a little more unique than the other two I've already made with the Earth-like objects. So there you go. Right, I think I'm going to stick with that for Naboo. But yeah, let me know your feedback down below in the comments on that one. I think that was just a little more tricky getting the surface stuff right, and this new update seems to be a little more difficult to get stuff done. Right, so there's Naboo. All right, so moving on from Naboo, they go to Tatooine. Because Tatooine appears in a lot of the films. And then they go to Coruscant, which is the capital of the galaxy, pretty much. The capital planet. Now, that one is the entire planet being a city. So this one, I think, is going to be really difficult to make in the game without using planetscaping tools. And that's going to take quite a while. So I'm going to see what I can come up with. I may have some templates I may be able to build from. Okay, everyone. I've thought of an idea to do for Coruscant here as... Yeah, this one, due to its particular visuals in the Star Wars films, it's going to be quite hard to replicate in this. But I have an idea. I've gone back to one of the old competition objects from the Type 1 Civilization. And if we remember our winning object from that episode all those years ago now, it was the crazy one here from Demonic. So I'm going to go ahead and plop this in. So let's just plop it, plop it there, I guess. Right, so here it is. Now, Coruscant in the films, it has obviously the bright orangey yellow coloured city lights, so it's just spread the entire planet. So I'm thinking we can use this, which has, you know, a similar look. You know, you can sort of see that as being a city. So if I, you know, plop an atmosphere on top of this, I'm thinking this may be this may be quite good actually. So let's see how it comes out, because I'm quite keen to see this sort of with the colours. 1080 may be a bit much. Let's go to one. And look at the surface map for this thing. It's so cool. Right, because this one doesn't need any city lights. It just needs clouds. Or city lights, so it doesn't need any water. So there's the atmosphere. Okay, alright, okay, not too shabby. Right. This should be really interesting actually. Right. So down here, if we go to the base colour, we can change this to orange. Let's have a look. Let me turn that off quickly. So I believe it's the high elevation he's changing, or you can change the whole thing. Right. Oh my god, right. Or do we keep that one? So it actually does look quite good. City lights, ooh, they need to be obviously orange as well. I want a lot of them. Oh no, hang on. Always. There they are. Yeah, they are there. They look quite pathetic compared to the entire planet, don't they? So we need a nice big chunk of lights on this. Let's see how it looks. I believe at one point this object had like a glow at one point, but I don't know if we can do that in this. Oh my god, that looks crazy, doesn't it? I mean, there's no way we'll be able to do the exact amount of lights that the planet has, because it's just insane how many it does in the actual films. But we're going to make an attempt at it. So, remember, this entire planet is just city, so it literally is just grey, industrial looking. Yeah, we'll see how we do, really. That colour doesn't make a difference. I'm sure there was a way you could change this white shade. Is it? It wasn't a liquid, was it? I'm not sure how we change that anymore. It's not snow. It's not ice. Oh. Okay, so that. Ah. Okay. Maybe we just have that blacked out then. Maybe we keep that one. Yeah. Okay. That may be the solution. Actually, keep that darkened out. Atmosphere's on it. Yep. Okay. You know, it doesn't look half bad, to be honest, for what it is. Right. Then the atmosphere on it. Well, it has obviously a bluish, greyish sky. So we'll roll with that, and then obviously clouds. Let's pop those on as well. Thick clouds. I mean, there's probably a lot of pollution going on here. Needs some sort of clouds. Okay. I quite like this actually. It's come out really well. Obviously, the credit to this would always go to Demonic, of course, because they made this object all the way back in 2022, I think it was now. It's been a while. It's been a long while. I wish the city lights were brighter and bigger. I wish you could really make them bigger. Because they're barely visible. Is it the atmosphere that does that? That hides them a bit? Let's see. Turn them off. Oh, it does look really good. Right. Just want a nice big spray of city lights. That's too much to ask, I guess. Oh man, just a nice big patch. I wish you could change the amount of lights that showed up. I wish they upgraded that tab, I have to say. Yeah, it's got some lights on it. I mean, that's the best we can do, I think. And obviously the main lights are effectively these anyway, so there you go. And technically, I think that is my I mean, that literally is Coruscant. I mean, it's quite good, I think. Right. I mean, with what we can do in game, I mean, I think it's a decent attempt. And then let's spell it. So it's C-O-U. This one's a weird one to spell. No, it's C-O-R-U-S-C-A-N-T. Coruscant. Obviously, this is the capital planet of the galaxy, pretty much. Right, let's let it play. Just make sure it's all functioning. Oh, it's got a bit of a weird rotation. Let's have a look. We get it the right way up. There you go. Takes 17 days to rotate. I think it should be a little better than that. Let's make it a little more, yeah, a little more earthy with it how it should be. Oh no, don't do that. Oh no, go to roughly a day rotation. I'm tempted to add temperature to this just to see how it would glow. I'm going to give that a try, actually. How does it look if we add some heat to it? So if I go to, say... Let's just pause it. I don't want to break it. Let's just say 300. Oh. Oh, it looks so cool when you warm it up. And it actually glows. Somewhat. Oh, I don't know, actually. From the front, it looks really cool. But from behind, I'm not so sure with the way it... Yeah, that's a bit too much, isn't it? It really stands out like that, though. Let's look at the... I mean, there you go. Yeah, I think we should keep it the way it was. Don't want to kill it, overshoot it. So there you go. Right, and then down here. So let's just go back here. So it was this colour, wasn't it? So yeah, the city lights are definitely an orange. Yeah, orange just yellow. Yeah, we'll definitely stick with the orange. It's a shame it did once have a glow effect. It's a shame that doesn't properly work anymore, but the way the game's been updated over the years, it's kind of upset this object a bit, I think. So there we are. But I'm really glad that this object still works. This object's gone through so many versions and it's still going, which is brilliant. Terrain, can we turn the terrain? Oh, did that actually make a difference there? Oh, it does. Put it on max. Yeah, there you go. It's really cool. Right, I'm really pleased with that. Thank you, Demonic, all those years ago for making this, because that's cool. Right. Atmosphere, I mean, it's just what you'd expect, really. Just a regular blue. Don't think we really need to do much to it. I quite like the two-tone on it, to be honest. Just keeping it a little... I'm going to keep it at 100. It's got the grey and then the blue kind of mixed in together there. Don't want to make it too blue. I'm just going to go over very... Yeah, just keep it pale. I think it looks... Yeah. From that view, where it goes from day to night, I think sort of the side profile view, sort of there, is probably the best look at it. Turn that all off. And there you go. That is Coruscant. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it really stands out from behind now. I mean, we don't even really need the regular city lights are in there somewhere, but they're not really visible, are they? I mean, they are. I mean, they are. They're kind of buried below the. You can see patches of them there. They're kind of buried below it all, aren't they? Maybe I make them white just so they are actually visible. Because if I did the other colours, you can see they're not really. Let's keep them white. Show up the most. There's a bit of action on there. You can see a bit of it. Okay. Very, very nice. So there you go. So that is Coruscant. So looking good. I think that's really cool. Right. So one thing that this update's a bit tedious for is I think you press that button. The save button is now there. We've lost the actions tab. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. I much prefer the action tab where I can quickly go and save. So I've got to keep pressing this to open and close. This is a little more tedious to me. I don't know. Is it just me? I may give them some. I may send them a feedback in their Discord actually about that. I think we should have the option for that. But yeah, so Coruscant's done. I'm very pleased with that. I think that one's come out really nice. Hopefully it doesn't overheat. It doesn't have water anyway, so that's fine. Let it run for a bit. Let's just make sure it does function. So there we are. It's getting cold. Right. Well, I mean, technically it doesn't matter, but I will move it closer just to keep it warm. So orbital period. Where's the zone? Oh yes, it doesn't. I mean, I guess because we haven't given it a proper. What is this? Let me turn that up a bit. Give it a bit of heat. It's 1 ATM. It has no sea level. Maybe I'll give it a little more. Up it to 0. No, it's just really okay. So this thing has to be really close. I mean, because it hasn't got all the water and all this and that on it. I mean, I guess it does make it a little difference, but move it closer then. I want a bit of warmth. 0. Still, okay. Doesn't want to. Just warm up. 0. It's just wow. Maybe a little bugged. I don't know. It is an old object. Maybe it doesn't quite function right. I mean, it must be really close, I guess. Oh, that's what it needed. Hey, the orbit does make a difference. Okay, we'll leave Coruscant there. Okay, so there's Coruscant done. So that's everything from Phantom Menace. It's mainly just Tatooine, Naboo, and Coruscant that are in the movie. But moving on to Attack of the Clones, this is where it gets interesting because there's a good lineup of planets in this. So it kicks off on. So the film kicks off on Coruscant, but then it goes to Kamino first, and then Geonosis. So and Tatooine's in the movie, of course. So I believe that's everything. So Kamino, the all-blue ocean world. There's no land on it. The whole thing is ocean. Thick, stormy clouds, ocean. If you see it in the movie when Obi-Wan arrives, it is just full-on rain, full-on ocean world. So it's a whole different. This is different kind of object for this. So random rocky. Let's plop it. Well, technically in the films it's in the outer rim, but we're just gonna plop it here. Right. This should be a cool one. So just a full-on ocean world. This is where the clones come from. Right. So we need a lot of water. That's a lot of water. So right, yeah. Just fill her up, because that's all it needs. It's just full on ocean, no land needed. Go with a nice deep blue for it. Looking good. Maybe not that much, but nice deep blue. It has the atmosphere. Clouds. I want full on storm on this. Double storm. Maximum thickness, full on. There you go. And atmosphere, a pasty. Turn it up. We'll go to. What do we go to? Oh, do we do it? I mean, look, the regular color makes no difference when you put it up to 500. Did it used to go to 500? Not sure. Nice deep blue on it. The thickness of it is, you can see underneath. But there's no land, so it literally is full on ocean. And it's simple as that, really. Maybe a bit of a white. Maybe a bit of white. Let's have it to white atmosphere with a two-tone. So let's see. Yeah, okay. I really want to use the red for something, but there's not really anything relevant for it yet. Nice deep blue. Okay. I'll try to keep going with a nice mix of shades there. Could do. Definitely white clouds. Liquid colour underneath. You could have a lighter blue. Let's see. Keep the ocean as maybe make it a lighter shade of blue, and then have the deep blue atmosphere on top to sort of gel with it. So we have that colour, the ocean, and then have the atmosphere as a full on. Maybe turn that up a bit. Doesn't make too much difference actually after that percentage. Okay, so let's leave it roughly there then. Underneath, obviously that's what it looks like there. So just full on ocean. Maybe make it darker. A little more deeper blue. And there you go. That's Kamino. Nice, easy, good old easy ocean world for this one. There you go, Kamino. Full on ocean. Looking cool. It chills at 19 degrees, that's fine by me. Let's give it a nice blue trail as well. There you go. Looking good, Kamino. Let's go ahead and see how it runs. Just make sure it's in the good temperature region. Okay, a little too warm. Give it a more albedo. Help it out a bit. Reflect some of that. Where's albedo? Sea level. So where's the albedo gone? I'm sure it was on surface. Where is it? Like the menu's all The menu does like to change. It should be on surface, surely. Surface, sea levels there. Turn the infrared. Is it? Do you open? Okay. Where is the albedo? Oh gosh. Magnetic poles. I do not want to do any of that stuff. Got some Earth. There you go. Earth stats on it. Where has that button gone? Oh dear. I need to like relearn the game again. It's all changed so much. So overview. A long time ago. I think it was on the main menu. Motion. It should be on surface. Infrared, atmosphere layers, sea levels there. Am I going mad? It's up here? No. That just changes the object you're on. I have not got a clue where the albedo's gone. If anyone knows, let me know. I don't know if I'm completely blind. That's bizarre. That's really, I generally don't know. Let's make the rotation period a little longer. Up to just over a day. Still obviously quite hot. Let's go ahead and lower that infrared down a bit. Make that help them out a bit. Cool. It makes a real difference, doesn't it? But where's the albedo? I need that reflective light button. Okay, 16. Okay, it's not getting too much warmer. Just maybe just a little tad less there. Just get it quite right. There you go. That hopefully will keep it. Got a bit of ice on it. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Leave it the way it is. I think the ice and snow definitely needs to be patch fixed. I think, doesn't it? It's still a bit of a weird appearance on those. But there we go. I mean, overall, it looks good. So right. So save is there. There we go. That's Kamino. Cool. Right, and then moving on to Geonosis next. So that is a orange desert world, so a little more orange than Tatooine. It also has a nice big ring system we can definitely work with. So it's definitely not as hot as Tatooine, I don't think. Could be wrong, but we'll plop it in here somewhere before Naboo. Let's plop it, I guess, there. Geonosis should be an interesting one. So there we go. The planet with the big. So this one's like a lot more reddish orange than Tatooine's more sandy yellow. I think we can definitely keep the sort of crater wood. So maybe this is actually a good object to start with here. So first of all, base colour. This one has no water on it either, so that saves us a lot of trouble with the customization. So it's mainly going to be the sort of almost like red fiery colours in a way. Have some lighter patches on it as well. I'm not sure if I like those craters, I have to say, actually. Turn the rock up a bit. There we go. Right. I definitely want a deep red somewhere, just to really. So what colour is that? So that's okay. So that's quite a big substantial amount. Have that as orange. What about this? That's okay. So middle elevation is quite bright. Maybe have this as the. So maybe I'll make low elevation sort of really, almost reddish colour. Turn that up a bit. Ooh. I think both of those colours need to be a little more paler just to really get it right. Surface textures. Alright, where are we? I'm thinking almost maybe mix a Mars and a Venus kind of look in this. Let's try a Venus and a Mars together. I want to see how that looks. Maybe not too Venus-y for me. Maybe let's go over Pluto and a Mars. Could be interesting. Is that patch from Mars? I think they're from Mars, aren't they? Ooh. I don't think. I'm not digging the Mars. What about Sedna's texture of Pluto? Definitely not. See, I don't think any of the Saturn moons. What about good old Ganymede or something? Plausible could be doable. Something like that could work. Let's see how the colours mix with this. So let's go with a. Okay, so maybe this may be good. Then you've got the high elevation as quite a nice patch there. We can also customize. So ooh, still trying to get these colours right. Don't want it being like too red. It does obviously have some lighter bits on it as well. So I'm just looking at a picture of it from space, and it, the red is quite prominent, but it also has some lighter sort of deserty yellow in there. So Trying to get it roughly right. A bit more of an orange to it. And that yellow makes up quite a big area. So that's the dark red. Maybe we keep the dark red in that region there. And go, this area as a... Okay, right. Let's try having that as a more of a yellow. Have this as the orange. Dim that down a bit. Oh, this one's becoming quite tedious actually. Trying to find the right surface texture. So we're going to just go through them all. We've got the sort of colours we're kind of looking for. So the Pluto and Pluto, double Pluto, single Pluto texture. How does it look on a full view? It's not too bad. I mean, it mixes the colours fairly well. I mean, no, that may not be it. That may be it, actually. I want to make the red a little deeper red. Take this more on the red side as well, just slightly. Just make that red a little more prominent, because it does have those lighter patches. Okay, that's not looking too shabby, actually. And then let's go with... where are we? So... Atmosphere mass. I'm still trying to find where the albedo buttons. Right, okay, let's add an atmosphere. Go with the standard 180M. Yes, please. There you go. Actually, this one we may be able to use the red two-tone for, actually. That could be good. Well, this one doesn't seem to have many clouds on it from space, so we can probably lower those clouds down. So, where are we? Lower the coverage. Or keep the coverage up, just lower the opacity down a bit. So they're quite thin. Maybe make them quite reddish orange colour in there. Right, the atmosphere though is what I want to focus on here. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's a lot, isn't it? That's very red. -30. I mean, doesn't really have. I mean, from the picture, it doesn't really have much. No, the atmosphere doesn't really seem much colour there. This one has a orangey, yellowy sky, so I mean, it's got to be a pale white atmosphere, I think, to really go with it. But I can try and two-tone it a bit just with that. Something like that, maybe. No, I'm not feeling it. I think it's got to be. I think this one's got to be 0. Just have it as a thin old white atmosphere to go with it. Turn it up a bit, 0.1. Just a very thin atmosphere for it. So with the deserty Geonosis here, and then it needs the ring system, which is a big deal. So how large is it? So make it a little bigger in size. And I think this is quite a large object. So there we are, and then obviously the rings. Actually, let's name it as well. So where are we? Geonosis, Geonosis. Go ahead and save it as well. Get that locked in. Right, and then it needs the rings to really give it the full appearance. I'm gonna go with the Saturn rings. Right, and then this object is. What's that in kilometers? Let's work in kilometers. Oh, that's masses. No, we need radius. Kilometers. 7,000. Okay, so. Where are we? Kilometers. So not 74,000. We'll start it at, I guess, 8,500. And let's go to, let's say, give it a nice big ring system. So let's go to maybe 12,500. Oh, that's nowhere near big enough. 15. How does that look? I think the gap between the planet and the rings needs to be bigger as well. So let's put this to 9,500 and make this go out to say 17,000. Yeah, it's more like it. You can give it a nice big set of rings. And there we go. That is Geonosis, I think. Looking good. Not too shabby. So that's everything from Phantom Menace and Return of the Jedi. We did Return of the Jedi. So Return of the Jedi, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. That's all the planets included in that film. If there's any missing, let me know. But they're all the major ones from the films. I don't think there's any other planets in Attack of the Clones. I'm sure there isn't. It goes to Naboo and Tatooine again as well. Yeah. And then it's the two we done in here, so Kamino and Geonosis. So there we go. So I think we're going to finish off today there, guys. And then next episode will be Revenge of the Sith. And then once that's done, we'll move on to another franchise. So we'll go from there. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know your feedback and comments down below in the description. It's keen to hear your thoughts in this one. How do you think I did with the planets? Let's go ahead and save this one up. So this is the prequel planet save. So there we go. So let's line them up. So this is everything we have so far. So let's go all the way down there. So for the prequels, obviously you've got Coruscant, Geonosis, got Kamino, and then Naboo there. Some nice different ranges of colours in here. They are looking very, very fine. So let's go ahead and go and save it, get the picture. Oh dear, that's a wrong angle. I love the new lighting. It's really cool. Whoa. Where are we? Let's go and try that again. Close that menu. Let's go down here. All the way down. I love this. I just love the new lighting. It is so cool. There we go. I have to save it like that for 9. Fine. Right, there we go. Right, so if we go back to the original trilogy planets, go and check out Endor as well, which is in this save. Right, there we go. Radius. So it's Endor all the way at the bottom there. So yeah, compared to Naboo, I mean, these are the other two ones that are similar to Naboo. I think probably Yavin's closer to Naboo, but yeah, they are. You can definitely notice the difference between them, which is cool. So there's Endor as well. So yeah, how do you think I did with these guys? Let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, if you liked it, let's see if we can go for 100 likes on today's video as well, guys. And also subscribe for more. Help us on the journey to 50,000 subscribers. With that all said and done, everybody, make sure you have a great day. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.